what's up, guys? We back again. This Not a Fact Basketball Take 2. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I didn't say that the first time, so happy Cinco de Mayo. Anybody out there celebrating that? We out here celebrating with you. Alright, so what I was saying earlier was this 2 more weeks left in the basketball season. Y'all know who I is. It's the Black Swan. Y'all know what this is. It's Coach. We got Shamar waiting for the coach's corner, but we're going to get to him real soon. But I just want to talk about real quick. Loving how the playing games got everything more exciting. Loving that now players have to play. Injuries, that's not cool. That's not cool to see. But it is fun and very, very exciting to watch the end of the season. I think the play-in tournament has given more life to the ended part of the NBA season.
It's going to be crazy.
I think it's going to be crazy. We had some big games this weekend. Big games yesterday. Big games. So we definitely going to have to, y'all know which one that is, that Nets and Bucks. So we definitely going to have to talk about that. The Lakers finally get a win. Anthony Davis back. We definitely going to have to talk about that little piece. But first, we're going to start off with our Coach's Corner. Bringing it back one more time. We got Shamar Burrows. We're going to let Carl give a little quick introduction, and we're going to talk to the man.
All right. We got Shamar Burrows here. One of my favorite persons that I ever coached, from primary school to junior high, grades 7 and 8. So, he's at Westminster College. Then he went to Noble Preparatory Academy, Wrigley College. Now he's at Dalhousie University, where he's furthering his education and playing ball at the same time. So he's up in Canada doing his thing. So what we're going to do, we're going to get to know him better, know his transition from playing in Nassau to Canada, difference in growth and everything. We're going to, get to know him better. So, what's up, Shamar?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on the show. Really appreciate the opportunity. It all started for me back in the day at Westminster College. Where I was playing under Coach Kyle, and then going on to junior school, still under Coach Kyle, and then moving from Westminster College over to NPA, which is Noble Preparatory Academy, under Coach Gino Bolia and the Noble Ballers Club. And then from there, I ventured off to Ridley College in Canada, where I got the exposure to play all over the States and all throughout Canada, so a lot of travel exposure. I also played on the national team back in the day, and had an opportunity, I think 2 years ago, to play on the men's national team in the summer. And now I'm at Dalhousie University, finishing up my bachelor's degree in economics and commerce. And in September, I'll be starting my master's degree, so I'm looking forward to that. And also playing and competing for a national championship again. So, yeah, that's me.
Hey, I got to give a toast to that. Hey, when you get it going on, you get it going on. See, I'm telling you.
All right, so one of the first questions we always ask is, what was the transition from when you left Nassau to go in high school in Canada, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so what was that transition like? What was the changes like? What was the biggest eye-openers for you?
Biggest eye-opener for me was understanding how to completely play system ball and understand just the ins and outs of the game based off of IQ. The athleticism was never questioned. The physicality, the speed, my skill ability was never the question, but it was just being able to play within systems and understanding the offenses. So that was the biggest thing for me.
And how was it playing on the national team? It wasn't like, I know it was a different competition from Nassau, Canada, and then you played junior national and senior men's national team, right?
Yeah, so I played under 15 when I was 14, and we medaled in El Salvador. So that was in Central Basket, and then we went on to Tournament of Americas, where we were competing to go to the World Games, but that didn't happen. And a few years later, I got the opportunity to play on the men's national team. So it was a great experience, because you go from starting and playing a lot of minutes and competing to being on the men's national team, where I came off the bench and I got to start one game and then just playing with a bunch of pros. So it was a great learning experience, and just matching the different physicalities against the different opponents was a big difference, because then you really get to play a positions game. You have real bigs and real guards. So, yeah, good experience.
All right. And then over here, you played point guard. When you went to Canada, what was your position?
Yeah. When I went to Canada, I initially started playing point guard, and then it was more of a combo guard, so I started scoring more in high school, so I ventured off to the wing. And ever since then, it's just between 1, 2, and 3. Um, just in the Florida offense, or depending on who's on the court. I'm more versatile, so I can move around in different positions and be just as effective.
Awesome, awesome.
Okay, what I wanted to ask you now, who would you credit? Because I know you came up in the basketball system back in Nassau, Westminster, one of the great Westminster during that time. But even before that, who would you credit? Shout some people out. Who would you credit you honed in your basketball skills, your skills, your passion for your basketball skills? Anybody want to shout out there?
But this what happens when you have internet. I mean, hey, that's what it is.
All right, so a little quick delay. I'm sure he's going to hop right back in. But when he comes back in, we're going to finish that off. But I always think it's cool. Next question I want to ask him when he comes back is, I know he played in Canada, but he got a lot of trips in the States or whatever. The level of competition. I want to ask about the level of competition.
That should be good. Check it on here.
And while we do that, you know what we're going to do. We're going to run some scores, guys. All right, let's see what's going on in the association today. All right, right now we got the Magic against the Celtics. Celtics are up by 18 at halftime, 63-45. That's really, really good. Celtics do need some wins. I'm sure they don't want to be in that play-in tournament. Then we got the Trailblazers and Cavs. This is really too close, 36-33. I don't understand what's going on with the Trailblazers right now, but hopefully they figure everything out before the playoffs start. So I did a score again, so it's 38-33, 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Coming up for the rest of the night, we got the Rockets and the Sixers. Obviously, I expect the Sixers to win that game. We got the Timberwolves and the Grizzlies. I expect the Grizzlies to get that game, but Timberwolves been playing real good. We got the Pacers and the Kings. I want the Pacers to lose because obviously I'm a Westbrook fan, so I want the Washington Wizards to move up a little higher. But I expect the Pacers to win that game. Then we got the Suns and the Hawks. Come on, guys. The Suns going to win that game. Then we got the Bucks and the Wizards. I believe in Westbrook. Wizards win that game. And then we got Jazz, Spurs, and Nuggets, Knicks. Boy, I think the Knicks win that game. But Shamar's back, guys. We're going to get right back into it. So, Shamar, before you was left, I was asking who would you credit to say, hey, you honed your basketball skills, your passion for basketball? Any coaches, any people in your background that you want to say, hey, those are the people that push me and drive me and help me figure out that basketball is something that you wanted to do? Hey, Shamar, you here?
Yes, technology ain't working for us
Oh
this
yeah,
week.
for sure. I mean, there's a lot of people I can give credit to that
It is.
helped me along the way to build my building blocks and my skills. So you give Coach Kyle some credit. Coach D, developer. Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you. You keep going. power of technology, guys. Hey, shout out those. We need a sponsor, guys. We need an internet sponsor. Who does internet in the Bahamas? Shout out Cable. Shout out Rev. Whatever the name is. We need them. We need them. Shout them out. Put them in the comment section. Let them know we need good internet if we want to have these good basketball conversations. This for you guys. This ain't for us. This for you guys. All right, so until we get back, you know what I'm saying, we gotta try to get our internet running smoothly, but we're not gonna let the show hold up for that. We're not gonna let the show hold up for that. Let's jump into that conversation about the Nets and the Bucks. That's the conversation I wanted to have with you. What the question was, you had on the topic list?
Was it on the topic list?
Yeah, you said the impact. I believe it was the impact of the Bucks and the Nets game. Does that make the...
You want to run that now?
Let's run that now. Let's get that conversation. Let's get that conversation out right
you
now.
Run this
So what was the question?
Oh, we can give the question there, because I'm really cool.
I watched both games. Really, really good games.
And
really
they lost both games.
Yeah, they lost. The Nets definitely lost both games to the Bucks. Between 8 and 12, I believe the score margin was. Giannis had a great both games. KD had a couple of good games as well. You know.
And KD and Kyrie combined for 70 points in a loss.
In a loss. I think they missing last game winners and stuff like that. So Giannis played really, really well. I feel like you want to ask a question first?
Okay, let's do that. Does the Nets back-to-back loss to the Bucks prove they are legitimate title contenders, or it's just a blowover?
For me, I'd have to say, especially without the Nets having a full team, I'd have to definitely say this is just a blowover for me. I think when James Harden come back, if he comes back, even 70%, you know what I'm saying? I believe the Nets will have way more advantages over the Bucks based on how he plays and what he does for the game. You can't take it lightly that they lost to someone that they may have to play in the second round. But I am not going to say, oh yeah, I got the Bucks as my favorite now that I see them win 2 games against the Nets, and I know the Nets still dealing with figuring everything out. So to me, they got to do that in the playoffs for me to believe in anything about that. I still see the Bucks losing in the second round. Go ahead.
Yo, if the Bucks bump the Nets in problems, bro.
Big problem. I feel like Mama, we could also say it about the Knicks. If we be honest,
with the Knicks,
if the Nets were to buck the Knicks for second round, we would be like, boy, that ain't no easy win. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't say it's a win.
Yeah, it's a win. But with the
Bucks, and not a Bucks, you can't give no team no type of say juice to say they can beat you, bro.
Giannis impressed me, dog. Giannis impressed me. All right, so we got Shamar back. We're gonna finish off this topic real quick. Giannis impressed me to the point where I do believe in him. Like again, you said against the Nets. I want to see the Bucks and the Sixers get a little game in because you know the Sixers beat the Bucks last year. They played each other before. Giannis, 2 international bigs, Embiid. I would love to see that matchup. I am not excited to see the Nets wash the playoffs.
They're not going to.
That's the only reason why I would hope that is easy, but I believe it's going to be easy. But I don't want to see them wash the playoffs. I would love to see good games.
Shamar, who you watch again? The Nets and the Bucks?
The Nets and the Bucks? I started watching it late last night.
What's your take on it?
I didn't watch it enough to give my opinion, but Giannis was doing his thing.
All right.
And while we here, what is your favorite basketball team? Who is your favorite basketball team?
Well, come on. King James, you know that.
When people answer the question, they start saying, come on. They're like, oh, it's LeBron.
No question.
So what is your prospects?
I'm rolling with the Lakers right now.
What's your prospects for the Lakers this upcoming postseason?
I think once AD and LeBron get back in the swing of things, we'll make a good appearance in the playoffs and then take care of business in the finals.
Might be too late.
But he put them in the finals, though. He said make a good appearance.
Aren't we seeded like 7th or 6th right now?
Right now, I believe y'all are 6th.
Yeah.
Depending on what Portland does tonight, right now, you're 6th, though.
Wow.
Which would mean a first-round matchup at the moment would be with the Clippers or the Nuggets at the moment.
Yeah, you don't want Nuggets. I mean, you may
Oh,
get
that's-
I think they want the Nuggets. I don't think they want the Clippers.
right.
Come on, playoff Braun. You know that. Come on.
I think you can't argue with that. I was saying that last week. You can't argue with that. All right, but Shamar, let's get back to you. So you were shouting out some people before you got cut off. I need to give these people their flowers. Go back to that one.
Well, I was saying I could give a lot of credit to a lot of different coaches who helped me along the way with the building blocks of my game and my skills. So give Coach Carl credit because he started out with me in primary school. Coach G, a lot of credit. He's been with me along the way. And then even at the national program, I could give Coach Chevy Simmons a lot of credit. And Coach
Chevy.
Manny Adderley. So Coach Q, Quentin Hall. There's a lot of coaches I could give credit to. Mario.
Some of the names you heard before as well.
Hey, Q, we got to get you on, Q. Jeez.
All right, so and then another thing we wanted to ask before you go. Oh, go ahead.
Shamar, I'm upset right now, bro.
I'm upset.
What?
You didn't give Shelly her flowers, bro. His older sister. Man, listen. Bro, they used to go head to head.
She really pushing.
And Shamar win, bro. How you forget Shelly, bro?
I can't forget Shelly.
Yeah, shout out Shelly.
She retired, so.
Shout out sibling rivalries.
And then I could give a lot of different players, like guys who were kind of like my older brothers in the game. Kale Lowry, G, Gonzo. I mean, the list goes on. Callie, like I can keep going with names. So
we're gonna ask you about some names later. But before we get there,
Kobe, like I can give a lot of people credit.
Tell me about Westminster. That was a super basketball team. We've had a few guests from the Westminster school during that time, and y'all was winning everything, and it wasn't fair. Well, tell me about that experience. Tell me about your best. One of your best. Give me a highlight moment. Give me one of them highlight moments in the gym in playing for Westminster.
Man, well, I didn't get to experience the championship run. I was during the sidelines. I was cheering.
He's a junior.
I was too young back in the
He's
day.
a junior.
Oh, that's why I said I was the older head. Okay.
But I mean, I was there. I enjoyed the moment. I knew all the guys that was in it. But I think the highlight will always be inside the Kendall Isaac gym. You know, when the band comes in, championship playoffs, St. John's, Westminster, Princeville, Westminster. I mean, it was crazy. It was a great experience, you know.
Sock? What was sock?
Well, Sock too.
He's a soccer.
He say too. Sock too. He said.
Jabari. I can't forget Sock.
All right, shout out Jabari. We just had Jabari on a couple weeks ago. Shout out to guests. Shout out to guests. You calling off our guest list.
Yeah, a lot of people. I can't forget them. Yeah.
That's what's up.
All right, so now I want to know about, give me a sense. We don't have no highlights from Westminster. I want to have some highlights. I want to hear a Bahamian highlight triumphing over American or Canadian. Give me that story. Let me hear that. Hopefully you dunk somebody's head off. Hopefully you cross somebody. Yeah, something.
Well, back in high school, you know, I've been on the AAU start kit for 2 years, so traveling all through the states, Indiana, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. I had a chance to go down to Vegas and UIBL, but I didn't go. So yeah, I had a lot of highlights against American teams. I remember I was playing in a hoop group, and it was a hoop group tournament. We were inside, we were in Pittsburgh or somewhere, and I hit a game winner. I wasn't even supposed to be on the court, like in the last few seconds. I was playing with an AAU team from Toronto called Northern Kings. So anyway, I got on the court the last few seconds, and I hit a game winning three. And then the next day, it was just a ton of scouts like at the bottom of the court, because that's where all the Division I coaches sit, right on the court. So keep the intimidation there. And I just remember just going viral the next day, all on Twitter and different things. So that was pretty crazy. That was a nice highlight. And then playing at Ridley, we played a lot of like U.S. prep schools, so big schools. I'm pretty sure we beat the number 2 prep school at the time, and then we lost to the number 1 prep schools. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of highlights. I could list them off. Different highlights in Canada. Won a ton of championships. Remember beating the Mikes in the championship. Had a ton of guys going Division I. Some at Harvard, some at Minnesota, just different places. So yeah, plenty of highlights.
All right. So you still,
Mm-hmm.
I know like a lot of, I know you from young, you had the dreams of going to the NBA. You still get that dream? Or it's just,
Well, that's always a dream. That's always a dream. You got to keep working towards it, right? But right now, I'm just taking things one step at a time. Finish up my degrees in university, and then hopefully play overseas on the professional circuit and see where that leads me. Who knows?
Now, I know before we got on air, you was telling us about how COVID affected the basketball season. Run that back for us and let us know like how it affected you, what you've been doing in the meantime, or what things you found to do to be able to supplement that loss.
Well, I've been fortunate to be in Halifax, so Halifax, Nova Scotia. So that's the east coast of Canada for those who don't know. And fortunately, we didn't have many cases at the time, practically zero. So we were open and in operation. So gyms were open, restaurants, bars, clubs, whatever. We were open, so we were able to. We got on some scrimmages. And in the meantime, myself and my team, we trained the whole year and we're lifting weights. So I practically didn't have time off. But right now, cases picked up again. So we're on lockdown right now. It's going on 2 weeks. So right now, I'm just working out at home and going for runs and stuff like that, but not much.
All right. Oh, Shem say thanks for the shout out. He's inside the group chat on the YouTube. He say thanks for the shout out.
No worries.
All right, so now that we're at this point, I'm glad Shem listening. I want to hear now what we ask all of our guests, and this has always been the most challenging question. I need to know your top 5 top 5 Bahamian basketball players outside of yourself that's not in the NBA.
That's not in the NBA?
That's not in the NBA.
Well, that's tough.
And they're listening and they're watching.
Well, this might create some controversy. I remember back in the day, Kale and Buddy used to be going at it a lot in the free pot tournaments.
He was
I
telling
remember
us
that.
about that. He was telling us about that.
Another Bahamian who's not in the NBA. Top 5? Jeez. That's rough. I'm not getting into that.
This is a real. See now he know. Like look, he's still in the circuit. He don't know who he needs to meet someday. He's not gonna mess that up right now. You don't want to come home and have some hard pickup games.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You don't got 5 right now? If I say, hey, Shamar, bring 5. I bring 5. You bring 5.
And you coaching the team.
And you coaching your 5. I coaching my 5. What 5 you get?
Let me hear your 5 first.
He ain't gonna let you set him up. Come on. No man. We ain't go there.
All right, you want to go head to head?
We go matchups. All right,
let's go ahead.
Let's go. Go from the start. Let's go.
Point guard, I go with Shem.
That's only good Shem here.
No, that's
We're
my
going with Shem for your point guard?
Yeah.
Okay. PG? I'm going Larry.
Ooh. This dude. All right. 2 guard. I'm going to get him before you. I'll put KO to the 2.
No, you can't take KO.
No, he can pick KO too, though. He can pick KO too.
All right, you go first to start then. We can go first like that. You go first to start. 2 guard, you go first to start.
2 guard, I'm going KO.
You going with KO?
Yeah.
All right, I can put a little G in my 2 guard. That's cool. Now, my pick now for the 3.
Go for 3. Surprised you didn't put him at 1.
No. All right, for the 3, I go with Mitch Johnson at the 3.
Mitch. Okay. The 3. Who do I want in my 3? What's that guy named back in the day? I'll go. What's his name? Trico or something? He was a freak.
Oh, Trico. Oh, yeah, from CV.
Yeah.
Hey, Trico is nice.
Yeah, obviously he remembered the work.
All right.
All right, so let's be on you now for the 4. Oh, you want to get...
No. Yeah, you got to pick the 4.
I got 4?
Yeah.
What's that guy? I'll go Keno.
Keno? Oh,
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. All right.
Match up now. Now you got to match up.
So for the 4, right, I go with Millie, the million. Even though he's a wing, I'm gonna put him to the 4.
That's a good 4.
It's a real Nassau basketball now.
Now for my 5, I'm gonna go with Zen Norris.
That's a good 5. That's a good 5.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I think some people out there can match that up.
That's a good 5.
Yeah, because we get Keno, I have to go with Zen.
Yeah.
Jeez. What one of my 5? I'll go. I don't know. Tough. I'll go with my boy Rob. I'm gonna go with Rob.
Rob?
All right.
Yeah. Go with my boy Rob.
He know how to keep
He used
it
to go to
family.
Dow too, so I'm gonna go with Rob.
He know how to keep it in the family. All right. See, who that was?
See how I gotta take it over to him?
That was Shem last week. That was no. That was,
KO last week.
No, who was picking on the hood dudes, man?
It's KO.
KO. Yeah,
KO.
He had a scrappy hood dude list.
KO pick off of being down, bro.
They might get the job done.
You know what's going on.
All right, so while we got you here, I know Carl mentors some young kids, basketball, of course, coaching and all that. I mentor some young kids. I want to take this opportunity now to ask you, if there were some young basketball players, I talking about they 7, 8, 9, 10 years old right now, they want to live the basketball dream. What advice from your experiences would you give them?
7, 8, 9, 10. Tell them get out on the courts and start working on their skills. You know, working on their handles, layups, just fundamentals. Stick with the basics and don't watch all the flashy stuff on TV because at the end of the day, as you progress on to the level, it's all about the fundamentals. So that's what I recommend them right now.
Man, listen to growth. Listen to growth.
Because I was just about to say, it's so hard not to watch the flashy stuff because that's the
No.
stuff will get you noticed.
But I wish you'd have known him in grade like 6 and 6. Listen to
he
growth.
was the flashy one.
Listen to growth. I love it.
This is the Bahamian Trae Young.
Yo, he's trying to dunk in grade 7, bro. So,
but you know that's what we love in the Bahamas.
Right.
To drive and dunk your head
listen
off.
to growth. I love it.
And that's like nice experiences.
Yeah,
that's experiences. Yes.
Right, he done played all over. So, oh man.
That's the question I was asking before we get cut out. COVID. Yes, he was telling me. Oh yeah, he answered that. He does. Okay.
So, do you see the difference in playing in like Canada, the U.S. because you done played all over, and even like on a national team playing different national, and playing different countries. Like, what would you say was the toughest game toughest game you ever played?
Toughest game I played, like with the team?
Yeah, or against a team. Like, you know, like I said, you don't play in Canada. You don't play a lot of, because you played on the AAU circuit, so you've been all around in the U.S. You played junior national and you played national.
Well, if you ask me, like, for a specific team, I'm going to have another answer, but
okay.
if I have to say the hardest team, I would say probably when I was playing U16 with the Bahamas national team, I had to play against Team USA. That was a stacked team. So they had like Jason Tatum, Harry Giles, Malik Newman.
I remember that team. Yes, I remember.
Terrence Ferguson, Josh Jackson, ton of guys in the NBA. That was a tough game.
The whole team in the NBA. The whole U.S. team in the NBA now. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
At least 10 of them in the NBA right now. If not the NBA, the G League.
Right. Dang.
Yeah.
So how was that game? What was the score, if you could remember?
I think you asked by 40 or by 60.
If he say 40, I'd have been like,
That was a tough one.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think I ever got beat that bad before.
That's crazy.
We just were outmatched at the big position. You know, when they have like 3 7-footers rotating in, and our tallest guy's 6'8". It's always that. It's always the bigs.
Yeah.
We don't produce them like that.
Yeah, I mean they have millions of people to choose from, right?
Right. That's not
So,
bad. All right. So you said that next question would have been the easiest team you played?
easiest? Oh, I don't know. You don't think about the easy ones. You remember the games you lost, right?
Yeah, okay. That's fair.
Yeah, you
That's
remember
fair.
the ones you lose. You don't remember the ones you win.
All right. I got you on that. So you ever thought about like going in the U.S. if your journey would have been different, like playing high school ball in the U.S. rather than Canada, even though you still had the opportunity to play on that U.S. circuit?
Yeah, well, initially, I was planning to go to the States, at least for high school. My visa didn't get processed, so that stopped me from going to high school. So ventured over to Canada. I don't regret my decision.
Great.
All the people I meet and the connections I made in the places I've been, like, I don't regret it at all. And then after high school, I had opportunities to play in the States too. And once again, things didn't work out with my visa, so I declared to stay in Canada. And now I'm here.
Man, curse them visa.
And I'm making the best out of it, right?
Right.
Making the best out of it. And like in that time, there's like a lot of things going on too with visas and foreign people. So the U.S. wasn't too receptive to taking people. So, but yeah, I'm not upset about it at all. I'm just making the best out of my opportunity now. Can't look back. Got to keep going forward. See the next opportunity, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
You right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you had some U.S. colleges after you.
Yeah, I had some places. After me. I had some Division I interest and D2. I wasn't looking past D2, and then after that, I was like, it's either Division I or I'm staying in Canada, because most NCAA players who from Canada who go to the States, they come back and play in the league. So like our league's tough. A lot of like mid-major NCAA Division I teams come down in the summer. Sometimes big D1 teams come down and they play against Canadian teams and lose too all the time. So it's no big discrepancy between the level of play. I just think it's more, the U.S. is more mainstream with cameras, and right now we don't have that shift yet. But I mean, if you look at the drafts, there's a lot of talent, or even in NCAA, like there's a lot of talent from Canada that's going into the NBA. So or playing in NCAA. It's just the cameras aren't over here yet, and that's really the big discrepancy. And plus, I would say the bigs. It's more bigs in the U.S. But the guard game, I would say from 1 to 3, it's evenly matched. But 4 to 5 is where you get huge differences in terms of level of play from Division I and U Sports.
Got you. So, with all that said, because you got like 2 more years left to play, right?
I got 2 more years to play. I mean, thankful to COVID, which means I'll be playing and finishing up my master's degree at the same time. And then we'll see whatever professional offers come along the way.
Got you. Oh, man. You're going to get it, though.
Yeah. I mean, we all praying for you. And now we representing the Bahamas. You've been representing the Bahamas. And we like to shout out our ambassadors. Keep up the great work. That's one of the things we want to say. Keep up the great work. Because now we rooting for you now.
I appreciate that, representing 242.
As well as we would love to be talking about you on the show on a weekly basis, following your stats, following your games. That's something we're looking into, so I definitely want you to reach that dream so we can be the one to talk about doing it as well. And remember where you do your, I don't want to say your first interview. Remember where you do your homegrown interview. The chill spot. the real ones. Don't let Darren Miller get your face.
And hopefully when you come home, you can come over and sit on the couch and have a real interview. No internet interference.
You gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah,
you gotta learn and adapt.
All right, so we're going to close this out right now. I got one more question. I just feel like I already know the answer to the question, man. But I got to ask. Okay, let me ask this one first. Who is the NBA's MVP, in your opinion?
Oh. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I mean,
the second one gonna be
Westbrook's playing crazy basketball right now.
You like that? You like that? Look at that.
He's a smart man. He got on this.
He love that.
That's why he's getting his master's degree soon, guys. He's a smart guy. Gee. Who else you got?
Who else is playing? I mean, Bradley Beal's been playing really good, but I don't know if he's MVP. So I'm going Westbrook right now up there. Who else would be beside it? Westbrook's my MVP right now. I'm giving it to Westbrook right now.
The unpopular opinion, and we appreciate that. Now, this is the easy question, I guess, for you. Who's going to win the championship?
Oh, come on, Lakers. You know that.
Stop it now.
I'm biased. I'm going Lakers.
Lakers, half a Lakers team not even playing right now, but these Lakers fans.
I'm biased.
We got some people in the background saying they feeling Philly. What you think about Philly?
Come Philly. Oh,
big question mark. Philly.
Yeah, I don't think Philly gonna do it.
They need another piece.
What do you think about Brooklyn or Clippers or
I like Clippers. I like the Clippers, but I don't believe the Clippers can beat the Lakers. So you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where I at with that because LeBron is such a domineering force.
Yeah. No hope for the Suns, eh?
Man, don't be like that. Shut up, Spooty. Don't be like that. The Suns gonna win a 2-round. And they go into the conference finals. Conference finals to the Suns. If they finish first, they go on conference finals.
They go in the finals.
Okay.
Shamar say okay.
No believe. And he's the real basketball, so I gotta believe him.
I would.
Who, the Suns?
The Suns and.
All right. So anyway,
you're rooting for DeAndre?
And of course, we rooting for DeAndre. So you know what?
You gotta be on the Suns, then y'all ain't showing him no love.
Suns going to the finals. I'm glad you said the Suns going to the finals, guys. DeAndre ain't to the finals. But anyway, Shamar.
These black crabs.
Shamar, we appreciate you being with us. We appreciate you coming here next season when we doing this again. We definitely gonna need you here again. We want to wish you the best on all the encouragement. Keep up on them skills. We rooting for you. I gonna need my personalized jersey when you make it. So just want to put that out there now early. I need you to autograph that one real nice too. But
hold on. You just got an award. Tell the fans, the folks, what award you just received.
Which one?
I mean, I saw you. Like, I think the last week you just posted one on Instagram. I can't remember what it was.
So the one on Instagram was an impact award. So it's pretty much a student athlete who's out there and involved in the community, who's creating the most impact and giving back, volunteering. I don't know, just being a complete ambassador of the university and active in society. So I won that award. I was nominated and chosen for that award. So I was thankful for that. Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, bro.
Man, shout out to Instagram, too, so if people want to follow you and keep track, man, shout out to Instagram.
Yeah, and next year when he playing, we're going to be giving out all his stats, how he playing.
We're going to keep up with all our guests who are still active. We're going to keep up with all the stats for everybody.
Hopefully.
All right, I hope so.
Yes.
Talk is cheap. We'll see.
All right, yes, sir.
Hey,
Hold us to that.
Now, you know better than that, Shamar.
I'm joking.
So, all right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to give Shamar some time to hop up in the chat room, and then we're going to get finished on the rest of our topics. We got a couple of injuries we want to talk about. We got our power rankings, our last power rankings for the year. So we got to put that out there. And then we got a couple of survey questions and some other questions we want to ask each other and get a little banter on. So, Shamar, we expect to see you in the chat room. As soon as you get in there, call on us and let's go, man.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it being on. Thanks to all the people viewing the show, and
we thank
continue
you.
to support the thing.
All right.
All right.
Thanks,
Peace.
man. Yeah, bro.
Yo.
All right.
I don't know. He's still playing in college. They didn't play junior national team. My senior man now.
All right, guys. We're going to be back in about 5 minutes. Alright guys, we back. Show Shamar inside the comment section. We see you. Guys, we are getting back into our topics. We got the end of the NBA season right now. A lot of exciting things happening. But first, what we're going to start off with, you all saw the list of the topics that we had inside the comment section. What we're going to start off with is our pick 'em. We're going to do our picks. So far, Carl's going to announce what the records is so far. I think we are 3 weeks into it. We have one more good week next week.
But 11 games, right?
11 games, big next week. Well, let's see what the records is this week. I feel like I did pretty good. But I see him smiling, so I ain't sure. Carl, let us know what happened.
All right.
These are games from Tuesday, yesterday.
From Tuesday, we had some picks. Okay, just putting it up for the week. First game, we had Suns and Cavaliers. Both of us picked the Suns.
Shout out Spooty. Every time we say the Suns, shout out Spooty, and we got to shout out DeAndre Ayton.
And then for the second game, we had the Hornets and Pistons. Both of us picked the Hornets.
Of course, LaMelo Ball is my new favorite basketball player. Obviously, I'm always going to pick the Hornets.
Then we had the big game. We had the Bucks and the Nets. Of course, I picked the Bucks. He picked the Nets. We know what happened there.
We know what happened. Let me tell you what happened on that one. KD and nice though. KD and nice though.
Yeah, KD and Gary, they dropped that 40 piece. They dropped that 40 piece. Then the next game, we had the Mavs and the Heat. Mavs took that one. Come on. Hey, Heat, you're on my team, dog. Y'all let me down, dog.
And I'm doing I'm fighting for that 6-7, hopefully not 7.
Bro.
I thought the Heat was going to put up a more
They
of a
mean
fight.
6-9.
Yeah.
They mean 6-9.
And the Celtics playing good right
Yeah.
now.
I hate them.
Then we had the Warriors and Pelicans. Snuff picked the Warriors.
The Warriors didn't win?
I picked the Pelicans, and the Pelicans
Oh, the Pelicans win that second game?
103, 108,
Oh, the Warriors washed them on Sunday. No, that was Monday. So I thought that was just going to be another wash for them.
Come on, boy.
Okay.
And shout out, Zoe Ball, 33 points.
But he had a horrible game the game before, though. He was like 3 for like 30 or something.
He dropped a 33 piece on them.
All right.
And then we got the Kings and Thunders. Snuff picked the Kings. I picked the Thunders. Kings came out with that one.
All right, the Thunder just clearly just giving away wins.
The
The only person who they could beat is the Celtics, obviously.
And then we got the Raptors Clippers.
Kawhi didn't play, but
I picked the Clippers. He picked the Raptors, and Clippers come out there.
Yeah.
So for that week,
you got me.
I went 5-2. Snuff went 4-3.
All right.
So in total, I'm 17-12, and Snuff still got a little lead on me by 2 games. Heat 19-10.
19-10. You got one more week. Pull up the games. Pull up the games.
Oh, you ready to go now?
And let's pull them up now. Yeah. Let's kick them. Like, yo, guys, it's going to be big. I'm glad that we're so close. I thought I was going to wash him. So I'm glad that we're so close. We got 11 games next week. I believe it's 11 games next week. We're going to pick them. That's our finale show. We should have Trevor Stewart on the show with us in person. So we finna be lit next week. We're gonna have a couple of drinks. We might have a couple of things. But we're going to be lit next week, guys. Let's go. Let's get this game. Let's get this game picked up.
You ready?
You're right.
Yeah, right as we go. You got like how we do it last time.
Let me get my pen piece.
And it's gonna be tough.
I mean, you know all these games, man.
Right.
So they ain't no play. I can write them on my phone. Let's go.
You on your phone?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go then.
I can send it to you when I finish.
Bang. Okay, first game. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
We got the Heat and Celtics. I'm going with the Heat.
Obviously,
Heat.
going with the Heat. This is going to... No, you see why it's so exciting? This is going to be such a big game.
This is big.
By next week, they are going to be playing. Now, one game is going to change playoff position.
Because you could be in the playoff. Play in, or you could.
Yeah, big game. I would love to go
And
with
we
the
need
Celtics.
this.
Give me a Jaylen Brown. Give me a Jason Tatum. Give me a Marcus Smart. Kemba Walker, you're all right. But shout out Jelly. Celtics, let's go. I feel confident with that one. I feel the background feeling it too.
You ready?
I'm
excited. I'm excited for this kind of.
Celtics. And then you got the Heat.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Fine. Second game, Nuggets, Hornets. I'm going with the Nuggets.
Y'all know I gonna pick. LaMelo Ball for life, bro. LaMelo Ball for life.
I'm going Hornets.
Oh, give me the Hornets. Give me the Hornets. So you got who you got? I don't even remember who they playing no more.
Nuggets.
Nuggets. I don't even matter. That don't even matter.
All right.
I feel like we doing good. Let's go. We got
This game reminded me of last week when we was watching the game. And I don't watch that game. I was
Orlando and the Cavs.
Right. We got Timberwolves and Pistons.
Give me Timberwolves. I picked first Timberwolves. Give me Timberwolves. You know they've been playing good.
Yeah, I'm going with the Wolves too.
All right. So we both got the Wolves.
You know it's gonna be crazy, right?
When the Pistons get that, and Jeremy Grant dropped that 50 piece.
And Sadiq Bey come there.
Sadiq Bey got a 30, 20, and 10 game.
Man, all right. Again, let's come back to us, bro. Clippers and Raptors again. I'm gonna go with the Raptors.
I want to go with them too.
You can go with them, bro.
No.
You know why I'm gonna go with them? Because I don't think Kawhi that close and PG's gonna play.
Alright, I'm gonna go with the Clippers. Why? They want to finish third and not fourth. They gotta beat the Nuggets and they tie right now. So I think the Clippers still gonna need them games. I got the Clippers. So Clippers and you got the Raptors.
The Raptors, yeah. Kawhi ain't playing.
It don't matter if Kawhi play. They need that win.
PG ain't playing either.
We don't know. Well, maybe
That close to the playoff?
He might not. Nah, but then at the end in the play-in, so these dudes have a lot of rest. They can play.
Watch this then.
We can see.
76ers, Pacers.
You know who I got.
Me too.
Sixers, baby.
Man, you got the same thing.
Sixers, baby. Well, get a Pacers some love, though. They still in it. And then they gonna do Karis LeVert.
Yeah,
Sure, you won't get them.
But they did. No, they ain't asking nobody. They're playing, bro.
So.
Now I'm going with the 76ers. I go on the 76ers. I'm playing with that. Oh, I know me and you get the same. Me and you get the same team on this one. Nets and Bulls.
Moving on.
Hey, you know what? Give me the Bulls.
Woo-hoo! Don't give away a win now.
No,
remember that. That doesn't matter.
Hey.
You only 2 down, you know.
They ain't playing them starters.
And they still better than the Bulls.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But Zach ain't playing?
Zach LaVine, he might not play because they are not in playoff position either.
Give me the Bulls.
I bet.
Oh,
you give away a win. You give away a win.
You're going to be sorry.
That one was sponsored.
Shout out the backgrounds and I want to go be sponsored. All right. This is I like this one. I don't know who to pick. We got the Mavs and the Grizzlies. I don't know who to pick.
All right.
I'm going to Grizzlies.
Well. Who?
Grizzlies home.
Give me Grizzlies.
I'm going with the Mavs.
Give me Grizzlies. Ja Morant? Nah, bro. I ain't betting against him no more. Luka might not play because if he catch one more tech, he's suspended.
Something I gotta do it.
I just said he might be in that position where he can't even play.
All right.
But remember, them dudes the Mavs do not want to make the play-in. So I feel like they're going to definitely win this game.
See, this is bugging me, bro. Like, this so close. Like, this another game. We got the Bucks and the Magics. But I still think the Bucks gonna win, even if.
But you're saying the boy might not play.
Yeah,
but I believe they'll still win.
Yeah, I go with the Bucks.
Give me Magic, though. I like Cole Anthony. Shout out Cole Anthony.
Yeah,
I do this. This is what I do. That's what he say he do.
You got the Magics?
Yeah, I got Magic. I got the Magic.
But it's gonna be fun, bro. Like, I think, well, I hope we don't come tied. Like,
why are you speaking that though?
I just
said you already win the first game, so I gotta win this game.
I don't be tied with this dude.
What else you got?
All right, we got the Suns and Warriors. That's tough.
I mean, I got Suns, but
that's tough.
Who you got? You know you got the Suns too. Shout out to DeAndre. You know you got the Suns too.
See, I'm thinking who gonna play from who ain't gonna play like.
See the Suns might be in first. Niggas might not play. Whereas the Warriors...
Give me the Warriors. Give me the Warriors regardless.
Because the Warriors gonna need to make them wins.
Yeah, that's another doom. We got this again, bro.
No, yeah.
Thunders and Kings. I ain't going with the Kings, bro. I ain't falling for that no more.
Give me a Thunder.
See? I ain't falling for that no more.
Give me a Thunder. The Kings give up.
Kings just beat them last night.
Yeah, but I just said, like, they ain't good enough to win 2 games in a row.
That's why I say I ain't falling for the kid.
They ain't good enough to win 2 games in a row.
Now this, huh?
I going with Thunder.
I going to Kings. I going to Kings.
Who you got?
Where
they playing in Sacramento.
Hey,
Kings, yeah, shout out, man. What wrong with that? Shout out, Buddy Hill. Shout out, Buddy Hill. Shout out, Buddy.
2-4-2.
That's good. So last game, one more game, right?
Last game. Guess what this game is, bro?
It's a Laker game. I know that.
Lakers, and guess what they playing?
Who they playing?
The Knicks.
Ooh, shout out Joe See? We know who Joe Boy got. You know what?
Okay.
Give me them Knicks. Give me them Give me them Knicks. Give me them Knicks. Give me them
In
Knicks.
LA?
Against your team? Give me them Knicks.
In LA?
Oh, pause. As long as LeBron on that team, that's not my team. Give me them Knicks.
Me, I agree.
Man, the background on one tonight. The guests on one tonight. The background on one tonight.
That's crazy, bro. I know LeBron and AD have to play. They have to play.
Why they have to play?
They have to play.
Because it might be figured out by then.
Hey.
They might not know they in the play.
Hey, this might come.
Hey, watch out. LeBron them looking who they play.
This might come with the Mavericks, bro.
Who
This
they
might
playing
come.
for
See,
wrong.
but
So
I-
right now they playing.
I'm
for
going
right.
LA.
But
I got
how I look at the Knicks though, the Knicks they ain't one of them teams who like, oh yeah, like, we take it easy. They trying to go in there.
Yeah,
They won't go in there
They're
blazing.
gonna play.
They trying to go into the playoffs blazing.
I'm going.
Probably play
So
in New York.
you got the Lakers.
Yeah.
Knicks, Lakers.
And
All
I'm
right.
loving this odd number. So with this odd number, we can actually tie or we can win by one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because we still have same picks.
Yeah, so
Lakers playing.
All right, I just screenshot it. I'm gonna send it to you guys. We're gonna see
That's
what's
our
popping.
pickups.
We're gonna see what's popping.
that's our pickups.
All right, so moving on to our next topic. What we're gonna run is our Define 9. This is the final Define 9. If you wasn't here before, the Define 9 is our top 9 power rankings for the NBA season. We did it on a bi-weekly basis. This is going to be our final rankings to say who we believe is the best teams of the year.
Some people just get it confused.
Yeah, who we believe. This, that, or BS facts. Let's ride. You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Go first. Go first. Go first.
All right. My bubble, which is actually 10, but we call it the bubble. My bubble,
Shout out the NBA bubble.
I'm going to shout out my boy here.
The Wizards.
Yeah.
I know it's good.
I'm going to go with the Wizards on the bubble.
The hardest team in the NBA.
8-2 in the last 10 games, and they 30 and 35. They 8-2, and they were on they were on a 9-game winning streak.
They was on a 6 or 7 game winning streak.
so
Then someone beat them, then they win 2 more.
Yeah, they was really bottom, boy. Shout out Westbrook, Beal. They finally get it together. And like I said, the Wizards looking like the team that won the trade.
Only one more
So, my number 9, I got the Mavs, 7-3 the last 10 games. They're 37 and 28. Number 8, I got the Knicks. They're on a 3-game winning streak and they're 9-1 in the last 10 games. They've been playing some extremely good ball. I give it to them. The reason they're that low, they 37, they still, there. But shout out to the Knicks, made the playoffs. Stephen A. is extremely happy. Yeah, Spike Lee.
Everybody happy. I mean, I think NBA is happy
That
when the Knicks in the playoffs. Because imagine when the playoffs game got, we all gonna be tuned into that. Yeah, we all gonna be tuned into that.
Then I got number 7. I got the Nets. They 5-5 in the last 10 games. They lost back to the Bucks, so it's being kind of right. So number 6, I got the Bucks.
I know it.
6-4, 3-game winning streak. Then I got the Clippers. They at number 5, 6-4 in the last 10 games. The Jazz I got at number 4. They're 6-4 in the last 10 games. They're on a 2-game winning streak though. So that's why they top the Bucks and the Clippers for me. Number 3, I got the Nuggets. 8-2 the last 10 games. They lost 1 game to the Lakers. Yeah, so they're number 3 for me. Number 2, I got Philly. They're on a 5-game winning streak. 6-4 in the last 10 games. So they right now they're on a run. So they're number 2 for me. Number 1, I got the Suns. 5-game winning streak, 7-3. And the last 10 games, 47-18. That's my top 9.
All right. I'm out of that. I got some issues, but I'm out of that.
You always got issues.
I always got some issues. All right. So I will put in my bubble team. I normally don't do a bubble team, but for my bubble team, I am going to put the Hawks as my bubble team. They made a surge to make themselves more solidified within that top 6 seed.
You're on a 3-game losing streak.
No, I'm just saying, but prior to that, they made a surge to put themselves back outside of that play-in position. So I got to give them points for that. But like you said, 3-game losing streak, that's why they're on the outside looking in. But then I got the Mavs at my number 9. They up and down. Luka don't know how to stop getting texts. But, you know what I'm saying, they still trucking along. Trying not to make that play-in. Then I got the Nets. They've been having and the only reason I got the Nets, I just watched them 2 games against the Bucks. The Bucks handily beat them, and the Nets finally had some pressure. I didn't like how they looked during the pressure. And this is my final. This is my final top 9. I got the Clippers at number 8. Number 7. I'm surprised to have them there as well. But, Kawhi looks like he's not healthy. PG has come back down to earth. They still chuckling, they winning some games, but they're not winning all of the games. I got the Knicks. I wanted to have the Knicks so much higher, but I still have to be realistic about what I believe the Knicks really are. The Knicks are a great, great, great defensive team, but I do believe there are other teams in the conference that will definitely put points up on that defense. Then I got the Jazz. The Jazz, remember the Jazz started off the year. It was number 1, number 2, number 3. At least we was fighting to say they supposed to be.
Yeah.
Now they fall back off to me. Now they number 2 in the West right now. They number 2 in the West right now. Shout out to the Suns. But I got the Jazz. Number 4, I had to put the Wizards up there. That's the hardest team in the league right now. Russell Westbrook has been putting up 20 games. Bradley Beal still is second leading scorer in the league right now. Behind Steph by like 0.3 or 0.4.
The Wizards well?
I got the Wizards at number 4. This is what I thought the Wizards were going to be at the beginning of the year. I don't know who. Don't look at me like that.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you. I don't want to
I don't know who wants to see the Wizards in a playoff situation, but I got the Wizards at like number 4. Might be a bias pick. I'm not gonna lie, but now I'm seeing what I thought the Wizards was going to be. They've been killing the league. I wish y'all could see them. At number 3, I got them Blazing Suns. Shout out Spooty. I got them the Suns at number 3. At number 2, I got the Nuggets. The Nuggets been having a great situation since Jamal Murray got injured. The Nuggets been 9-2. I don't like how they lost to the LeBron-less Lakers, but they've been 9-2. Porter Jr. stepped it up. Aaron Gordon's looking real good. Jokic might be the MVP, so I like what's going on there. And then my number 1 is the Philly. They pushed themselves to number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. You agree with that? We pushed ourselves to number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And B is looking great. If he didn't get injured, he'll probably be the MVP. Ooh, I love how Ben Simmons been ending some games with them nice rebounds and putbacks and that the tip-ins and them that defense. That Philly defense is scary, man.
Crazy.
Dwight Howard, shout out Dwight Howard. Donnie Green.
Okay.
We've been talking about Donnie Green for a couple of years.
Donnie Green.
Man, don't get him on an open shot.
Donnie Green.
Don't get Donnie Green an open shot. Not defense. And Dwight Howard, man. Like, let me say this. So remember who said this first. Remember a former Laker. Either the Lakers or someone who was on the Lakers last year is going to win a championship this year.
So you saying Philly's going to win the championship?
Yeah.
You got Dwight Howard on.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so you saying Philly?
I think Philly can win the championship.
2 times.
I think Philly can win the championship.
2 times.
Shut up the background. Say 2 times.
You lit today. All right, so anything wrong with my list? Anything wrong with your list? What you was talking?
I mean, the only thing I used the Wizards. That's
You
the
don't
only
like
thing.
the Wizards.
That's the Wizards. And like I said, to me, it was a toss up for Philly and Suns. Both of them on a 5-game winning streak. Only reason I put the Suns above Philly is because of the records. So because they got like 5 games more than them. But it's a toss up.
But they both number 1 in the
Yeah,
conference.
yeah.
But the reason I didn't like the Nuggets because the Nuggets have shown me that.
Well, they three for me.
Yeah, and that's why I had number 2 over the Suns because I had to say now I put myself in scenarios. If the Nuggets were to play the Suns, who would I pick to win? I would like the Nuggets inside those scenarios. You know what I'm saying? I like what Jokic should do. I think Aiton can match up with the Jokic. And then when you start talking about all the wing pieces that the Nuggets got, I don't want to say Devin Booker getting shut down. But I'm saying the Nuggets got a lot of wing pieces. They got a lot of wing pieces.
Chris Paul.
They got
anyone shine.
All right, so that's the next thing. Is Chris Paul the MVP candidate? Is Chris Paul the MVP candidate? So sorry to say, maybe we're going to talk. Is Chris Paul the MVP candidate?
Next week, we're going
to talk tree. We're going to talk about that next week.
Because if the Suns finish the first seed, Chris Paul deserves it to me.
He have to be.
If they finish number 1, bro, they deserve it.
If the Wizards finish 7th, Westbrook deserves the MVP.
No.
If they win all their games the rest of the while, he averaged 40, 20, and 10. The rest of the season, that's 7 more games.
I go with
I talking BS.
Sorry, fans.
See, now I'm
The
talking.
Cinco de Mayo, he had like 5
too much.
tequila
Too much,
shots.
too many.
So we
5 too many. We ain't gonna let everybody.
Yo, I've been waiting all year. We've been doing this for like 14 weeks. I've been waiting all year for the Wizards to be good. 17 weeks? I've been waiting all them weeks for Wizards to be good. They're finally good in the last couple of weeks. Thank you for them. But, yo, I got to make up for the past 15 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Let's see what next.
All right, what's next on the topic list?
Oh, man.
All right, so we got some injuries to talk about. It's always a bad thing to talk about with injuries
This one I
going
gotta
on in
ask
the
you, too.
NBA.
Go on, Nick. Go on.
No, ask the question first, and I can talk about the 2 players we want to talk about
Yo,
this week.
who we got?
We got Kelly Oubre Jr.
Right, that's what I want to ask you.
Oh, go ahead.
How do you have a fractured palm, bro? Like,
I mean, you gotta remember when you look at the hand.
bones.
The hand has a lot of the wrist, the hand, the fingers. You have 3 bones in each finger.
With
So-
the palm.
But that's not just one bone.
It
That's a
might break.
connection of a bunch of different bones.
It might have broken.
And then not even say a bunch of different bones, but like it's small connections when everything you look at the hand. So now you can always fracture where you have a crack in the. So a fracture don't mean whole bone break.
Yeah, I know.
Just
the
a little
hairline.
small crack. So with him, he has like a small fracture in his hand, but that's not what he is out for now. He actually out for a ligament issue. Yeah, so a torn ligament. So all of that could come into. So he probably had when he fractured his hand the first time, he probably had some tears or some micro tears in the ligaments as well. And over the course of time, those start to open up and they ain't fully healed. And it ain't something where he couldn't not play. So once they wrap it up and stabilize it, he could deal with the pains. But now it's starting to show itself at the end of the season because you got wear and tear and stuff like that. And, of course, that's his dominant hand as well. So you're going to see some more wear and tear. But I thought it was interesting with him. The reason I wanted to talk about that one is because it is you have a fracture and a torn ligament, but he's still playing. And a lot of people look at that as weird, but when you're looking at the hand issues, it's so complex that if it was like a different ligament that was torn or a fracture was somewhere else, he couldn't play. Because of how it's situated, I was really trying to go in deep and try to find which particular ligaments. I couldn't find that information. But the fact that he's still playing lets you know that it's not anything that's career-threatening. And when you get to the off-season now, that's something that's going to definitely heal over the summer break. But they in the play-in tournament, so they're going to try.
You don't think he should shut it down?
Nah, because I feel like he is still playing. But so now you got to look at the player. He didn't have the greatest season with the Warriors this year. So you're still playing for contracts. You're still playing to see when people look at you. You're going into the play-in tournament. People want to see how you look in the play-in tournament. So if you could raise your stock a little bit more, why not? So I think the injury for him and his agent, they realized, hey, it ain't that bad. We're going to have a lot of time over the summer because we're not going to make the finals. Let me raise my stock in these couple of games that we do play. And I could deal with 5 to 7 more games.
So what if his stocks don't raise because that's your
But he's been playing good before, so we love to see how he comes back after these 2-3 games he's out. So that's really what it is.
All right.
All right, so the next injury we want to talk about, this was like so weird. I've stopped putting up the videos during the live when we do it because I'm having some copyright issues. I don't know what's wrong with the NBA. I don't know what's wrong with YouTube. We only try to use it just to talk about some facts and some interesting
YouTube, he's
things.
playing. He's playing YouTube.
Nah, I don't like him for
Hey,
that.
YouTube, he's playing.
I ain't get on right now. But we had Jaylen Brown. And I think it was the Celtics were playing
Portland.
Around the end of the game, they were already down by
That's
8.
crazy.
Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum decided to go run for the ball on the sideline, and they got tangled up. When I first saw it live, it looked really, really bad.
Melo made me know it was bad. But Melo's like, he's right there, and he's like, and he stopped. He's like,
Nah, but now
Yeah.
in retrospect now too, I think it was just because it was the end of the game, emotions, and people were thinking like, yo, man, I can't believe dudes get injured with only a couple seconds left when it don't matter. So I think that's why you see Jaylen Brown just run off the court. You see Jason Tatum take a little while to get up. I don't think it was more so because they were so injured. I think it was like, yo, this is a stupid situation to put myself in at the end of the game when we already lose. And then Jaylen Brown was already dealing with a right ankle injury. So I think he got the brunt of that. If you watch the video, if you go back on YouTube and watch the video, you'll see that he had, remember we always talk about with ankle injuries, that toe up, inversion, turn in. So he had a little sprain, but nothing serious. So they have diagnosed it as a sprain. So it's day-to-day. He probably going to miss the game tonight, but it's a day-to-day situation. They expect him to be back soon. But I think that was one of those situations where it just looked way worse than it really was. And I think that's what a lot of NBA players fail. Situations that don't matter, and I put myself inside a harmful situation. And I think that might affect them. That might affect them, you know what I'm saying, long-term, mentally. Because imagine now, again, you know the game is over. You're still in the game. You start questioning, why the coach got them in the game? You down by 8, you down by 10. Stuff like that. So I think that's one of those mental issues. So for me as an athletic trainer, one of the things you want to talk about with the athlete is, be confident. Don't worry about that situation. Play your heart out. Don't worry about those type of things.
So you're saying mentally it might affect them.
Mentally that could affect
so
you.
So that means Tuesday game they might lose to the Heat because
maybe if you got caught. So now, because when you're looking at, let's say you playing the Heat, you're down by 12. The coach still got you in the game, and you don't want me in the game no more because you know what happened last time. That's a mental issue. So now, that might be a win for the Heat. I ain't gonna go all out. Now you trying to put her in punch, you gotta go all out. But that's again, it was hard to find a lot of information on these couple of injuries, just because it wasn't that serious for this week. That what we chose to talk about. But I did want to talk about these teams because you got the play-in tournament impacts for all of that.
And it's different. Like the palm ligament.
That's something that we never talk about with the palm. I'm definitely, if I do find some more information about that, we'll definitely come back to that next week. And then the Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum thing just was ugly to watch. Yeah. So I just had to speak on that.
When you look at Melo's face, like he knows, like he's like,
what's going on? But that is our injury report for this week. We got one more injury report, so I'm going to actually. So next week I have a plan that I'm going to have a list of all the guys coming into the playoffs with some minor, some of those small injuries that they're still going to play, but just want to put you guys on notice. If you have your special team, your favorite player, just to give you a little bit notice on what's going on with him, what to look for. So next week I got me a little list. I'll say about 10 to 15 players. Because a lot of people injured right now going into that. So we're going to have a real good injury segment. Talk about small things to look out for, as well as...
And we have a live guest too next week.
We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time.
Nice.
All right, so...
That's what we back to.
Let's jump back into that Nets and Bucks conversation. So
Let me get a question again. The question is, does the Nets back-to-back loss to the Bucks prove they are a legitimate title contender? Or it's just a blowover?
How you feel about that? Let's ask the background. Let us know. What you think about that? The Nets just lost to the Bucks twice. They had some good games. What would that say for the Nets? What you think?
I give them.
Who, the Nets or the Bucks? The Nets.
So the Nets not winning this year to you. Now, did that game help solidify that? Or you thought that beforehand?
Yeah. That game solidified.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie.
Because Bucks ain't no big team.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
They can do it twice. You don't think other teams looking to see how they beat them?
But the thing about it, right? The Bucks is the same team for the past 3 years. They just added Drew. It's a different That's what I'm saying.
And he had a big game.
It's the same team.
Would you say Drew Holiday better than Middleton?
Right now, you give me better than
Right now.
Yeah. So you can't say they're the same team. They have a better number two.
They have Middleton to be the second.
He's a number 3.
They have Middleton to be second, but right now, like you watching this game,
because they just trade.
I the defense too, like Drew Holiday locking up.
Yeah.
It's good defense.
You see how they turn over each one to us like that?
You see how hard Kyrie. See, that's what scares me. For me, like you see how hard Kyrie was working.
Yeah, but that kind of team ain't supposed to be winning now.
Yeah.
That kind of team, they supposed to.
So this is why I said, if James Harden come back, how about this? If James Harden come back, the Bucks can't do what they did to them.
That's why I tell you they can't even say.
But then, as I said, any team with a good defensive and philosophy, they're problems. Even like the Knicks, because you know Tibbs is a defensive
You don't
fool.
even have to score.
So
You don't have to score. Once you put defense on them, it'll be a low scoring game, but there's a good chance you win. They don't have all the players, no defense.
So I know. I feel more. So that those 2 games made me have more confidence in the Bucks. I'm ready to like. I'm ready to like Giannis. I'm ready for Giannis to be the king of the league. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm again before R.I.P. Kobe, before the late great Kobe passed. He put out memories, putting out them memos for certain players. I want you to do this. I need you to do this. Giannis is one of them people. He said, Giannis, I win them MVP. We'll get a championship.
But you have to respect him.
I got it. If Kobe say it, that means Kobe saw it.
But you respect him.
Who you mean, Giannis?
Yeah.
No, we
I
definitely respect him.
I'm not respecting. A good team as he is. He made the all-star all 2 years in the league. Ain't no big player with him. No big player with him. The man just make
Middleton is a good player.
Just make all-star. Just make it.
Yeah, Middleton only make it because of Giannis, bro.
One more thing I want to say about that game. Shout out Giannis for hitting all them 3-pointers and them jump shots.
He's improving.
He is, man. That's scary. Like, yo, so when the playoffs come, you cannot leave him open no more. That's scary. And that's what I think he proved on the national stage.
Middleton just step up.
No, ain't no man. We gotta give Milton a little bit more.
Yeah,
love.
But he getting too much.
The thing about it, Middleton, he could be nice because he don't have to be that second player. So once that heat off him and you leave him,
He can be loose. And
That's
that's
where the problem is.
probably Paul George's problem. That's probably Paul George's problem.
Season, he gets 3 off.
So all right. So next on the agenda, we have here. What are you looking forward to as the season ends?
I'm excited. I'm excited for the season ending. What I'm looking forward to the most,
Right.
it's the playing games. Like to me, it's like I want to see how the seasons finish. I want to see where the Wizards finish. I want to see where the Lakers, the Mavs, and Portland finish. I want to see John Morant in that playing game. He lost last year. I expect him to win his first playing game. You know what I'm saying?
You know what'd be crazy? If Ja gotta play Zion and a player.
No, man, see, that's what they was hoping for.
That would be
Zion, and that's the Pelicans just couldn't make it.
Right.
The Pelicans had a chance. If they had beat the Warriors twice this weekend, they would have been right back in it. But they just couldn't do it.
That would be nice though.
But now look, we gonna end up seeing a Steph versus a somebody. We might see a Steph versus LeBron first round, 1 game, take it all. That's going to be wild.
And that's scary. Because you don't want to buck a Steph Curry.
In a 1 game, take it all. See, if you say a 7-game series, all right, Steph can win 2 games, but he can't win 4.
And then
he can win 1 game.
And then the thing about it, right?
Like football.
It'll be nice because LeBron know what it takes to win. The Warriors know what it takes to win.
Draymond Green, Steph Curry,
So they done been down already.
That's gonna be a really intense game.
They're like, but almost finals. 2 finals? 2 or 3?
Oh, down there, like 4. I mean, against each other?
Yeah.
4.
It was 4.
Yeah, maybe 5. But they play a lot, you know.
I
I think you're because remember they played 2 with KD.
Hold on. And so they win 1,
lose 1, and
they
then
play
win 2
4.
with 4.
Right,
And then the Warriors going to the finals again after that.
They play 4 finals, so it's like.
So like that would be a great thing. And then like you said, you have new teams.
No, but I'm saying like the head, like LeBron know what it takes to win to get there. The Warriors know what it takes to win to get there.
Yeah.
So like them going head to head again, that'll be great for
You
them.
know what I hope that we have next week is a solidified
finish
format,
right.
1 through 10. I hope
See
it's
you.
solidified. But like I said, like so I'm excited. To me, shout out to the NBA. Forget what LeBron said. Whoever came up with this idea, they need to keep their job
and
forever.
Luka, and what the one of the Mars name,
Mark Cuban. Yeah. Whoever come up with the playing tournament to keep their job forever. I can't wait to watch. You got Luka, Steph, LeBron. All of them might be in a playing tournament. John Morant. Then you got Westbrook, Beal. You got LaMelo Ball. You know what I'm saying? Like Celtics might be in the playing tournament. But it's just gonna be so exciting. That's what's really exciting to me. And the NBA, you did one. You did one. I'm gonna be tuned in every
They
day.
didn't make it anyhow.
Who?
The Charlotte. They say like in 7.
Yeah, they was, but they can still be in the play-in. So that means the Melo Ball get a one game. Let's see what you can do.
Shout out, Dungeon.
Oh man, what
Shout out to Dungeon Fitness. The Dungeon Fitness.
y'all got me sore, bro. Like I can't
Yo,
raise my hand,
they
bro.
had me. We're hurting all last week. So shout out to Dungeon Fitness. We gonna definitely help them in the odds next week.
They can't even stretch properly, bro. But yeah, what I'm looking forward to is actually for the season ending is the playoffs, bro. Like I would love to see that LA City playoff, then the York City playoff. Like it's like a subway, and then it's like a building. It's a Staples Center for both of them. So it's like, yo, all you doing is just switching locker rooms. So you just so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that matchup, and it's really anticipating. Like I'm ready for the playoffs to start.
You know, really nice too. A lot of teams good. So like we've been talking about, like this ain't one of them years where it's like, these two teams always go.
No,
A lot of teams good, and especially because now you have injuries and different things going on. There's really up in the air. The most healthy team, honestly, is the Sixers. If you think the Sixers and the Bucks are the two most healthy teams.
Yeah, I think nobody in the Bucks is being injured.
Right.
The Bucks is being the super healthy
Right. So I'm saying, like, so that might play a super factor in this year's playoffs.
team. And the Suns too, bro. You notice that? That's why they playing so good. The Suns, they.
You realize the reason the Jazz fall off a little bit because they start dealing with injuries.
Yeah.
So like injuries may play a huge factor. So like we may have not say a random team, but like a surprise team might win the whole championship. That's going to be exciting. Imagine a new face of the league. Imagine Devin Booker being the face of the league. Imagine Chris Paul win a championship. Ayton comes back home to the Bahamas with a ring. We're having a parade. Come on. We're having a parade. F for COVID. COVID won't matter if Ayton win a championship. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul would instantly be the best point guard ever. I think everybody would say he's the best point guard ever over Magic Johnson, over Isaiah Thomas, if he wins a ring.
We're gonna see this. We got the fan polls next, bro.
All right, let's jump into the fan polls right now.
Okay.
We have about 10 more minutes left on the live. Let's jump into the fan polls.
All right.
So the fan polls this week was an interesting one. What we had was a group of names from each position. Point guard, shooting guard, power forward, small forward, center. We had the top 5, generally considered the top 5 amongst each position.
Yeah, talk about.
And so we have a vote. This is going to be interesting. So what I think is a lot of people ain't vote on who's better. They vote on who they like.
Right.
But we can see.
That's what we said the best. So you might like this person thinking it's the best. So
Okay.
I'm a point guards. Yeah, I know. Shadow Shem. He's like, you leave out Steve Nash.
You leave out Russell Westbrook.
And I left out Isaiah Thomas. Like, I put in like who people normally would have. You know what I mean? So you going for this? Like, I was waiting for you just to like bring this up for you. All right. So for point guards, we had your pick, best point guards. I got Magic Johnson, John Stockton, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, and Jason Kidd. What do you say, background?
Number 1.
Who you got?
Magic. All right.
Magic win, right?
Who you got?
I had Magic too.
You had Magic too?
Yeah.
I actually going with Jason Kidd.
What?
Well, you
Listen,
can find the play to play.
every
Find the
position.
position.
I got you. But see,
Come
I
on.
know why I say best. Jason Kidd was the first guy who was actually doing these triple doubles, bro. Like you could have put Jason Kidd on the court, and you know you getting 15, 10, and 12. Like
That's a strong
But
call.
That's what I said. This is the
remember
sex to
Andy
Jason
was
Kidd.
like how it was
See,
when
so I
Jason
see why
played.
Shem was mad. Jason Kidd shouldn't be on that list, and Isaiah Thomas not on that list.
but Steph Curry shouldn't be on
No,
Steve
Steph Curry
Nash.
should be on this.
That's what I'm saying. Like
No.
you got.
All right, so
especially in the era. Like
give us the results.
All right. So it was kind of okay. I'm just gonna go first. I ain't gonna
just
do
the
it.
first, yeah.
Yeah, first with 46%, we had Magic Johnson.
Give us a second, dude. You gotta give us a
Second? Second was Steph Curry with 20%. Wow.
That's the product of the times. Product of the time.
Wow.
Like, you can't tell anybody under the age of 25, Steph Curry ain't the greatest point guard ever.
Well, you got it.
Like that's crazy.
Like, same way people say,
the young generation playing
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
They're playing Steph
like,
Curry.
us little older people can say, oh, we remember LeBron first 5 years. Like, you was hot. Kobe was hot. You say Tracy McGrady was hot.
Yeah.
But now, anybody who watched LeBron last 15 years, how could you tell him he's not the best player ever?
But the point guards, the point guard list could be long, bro. Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
have a
yeah,
long
yeah, it's a
way
lot
to
of
go.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah.
You gotta put Chris Paul on that.
And it
Chris
depends. And
Paul.
it depends on what you're looking for.
You gotta put Tony back on there.
I agree. See, a lot of people.
Yeah, but
Remember,
Tony
remember
Parker.
earlier, like when we
You
first
have to
started
put
doing
Tony-
this,
hey,
Like,
I had Tony
You know
Parker
why
on
you
my
put it?
list.
You know how you put it? Wait, I wouldn't say he's one of them foreign, like European.
Internationally, yeah.
Internationally, so he's one of the greatest.
All right.
All right.
R.I.P. Kobe. Before we go into this next one, go ahead.
R.I.P. Black Mamba.
All right.
Generation, real Laker.
Number two.
I'm about to get me a Mama Cedar sweater. Go ahead.
Number 2, we have your pick, best shooting guard. We got Dwayne Wade, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, and Michael Jordan.
Y'all know who I pick.
You pick Kobe, right?
Yeah, man. I got Kobe. Kobe all day. Who you got? Kobe all day. Let's go.
All right. This is close as hell.
Who you
bro.
at first?
Who you are?
Oh, me? I picked Michael Jordan, bro.
But Jordan?
Yeah,
All right,
pick
Jordan.
Jordan.
I can't argue.
And I love Iverson. But when you say it's the best, you gotta go who's the best. But
Okay.
Iverson's my best. That's my favorite player.
So-
Second after Penny.
Who was number one?
Number 1 with 46%. We have Michael Jordan.
Man, I thought y'all was going to give me Kobe, and I was going to really give
but
y'all the
this is-
season two.
It was
Yeah,
close,
it's
bro.
hard.
With 42%.
Kobe.
Kobe Bryant,
Ah,
42, bro.
Y'all going to get a season two of this style of
like
basketball.
I was all of them.
Yeah.
This was the closest. This is the one.
It's the closest what we had ever since we started doing this.
Like even with the whole top 5 thing up, this is the only one was not a blowout. Like Magic blowout everybody.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Kobe and Michael
Was the closest.
by 1 vote. By
Mm.
1 vote, bro.
So whoever was that Michael Jordan vote,
Yeah, the last
unsubscribe from my channel. If
you-
you vote for
Who
Michael
said that?
Jordan,
Who said that?
unsubscribe from my channel. Go follow Carl. Unsubscribe from my channel. Who we got?
All right.
The number 3 position.
Number 3,
Small forward.
your pick, best small forward. We got Dr. J, Julius Irvin. We got Scottie Pippen. We got Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Larry Bird. I think this is one of the toughest.
Was it? Was it?
Like you got Dr. J who changed the game. Listen, Dr. J who changed the game. Scottie Pippen with 6 rings.
Cool.
Kevin Durant, one of the greatest
Nigga
scorer
nice.
ever.
Nigga nice.
LeBron James, one of the best players ever.
That's the obvious win. But
And then
Hey.
Larry Bird, one of the greatest shooter.
who you got?
What? And that's what you gotta tell you. Like, I pick LeBron though.
I got LeBron. Y'all know me. I got LeBron.
But see, that's what I'm saying, like-
just that Lord Jordan always had the face.
Like,
So
and
Scottie
see,
Pippen
since
and
was
Scottie
out
was the
there.
3 and D player to me. Like,
Scottie
he was
Pippen
like,
out
so.
there.
And see now, I feel like that's y'all two is older picks. So y'all got to see more of Scottie than I got to see.
And then you get KD, who actually
Yeah.
is
I
one of the
feel like-
greatest.
But
That's why I said I think this was the toughest.
That was tough. That
This was
tough.
tough, like
That
to
was
say.
tough.
And it actually, I mean,
Just because-
it was a
I hope
blow.
LeBron.
No, it ain't tough. Just
It was a
because-
blow. 60. I think LeBron. I don't think so. But LeBron had 62%. 62%. Kevin Durant with 20%. Scottie Pippen and Julius Irvin were tied.
Young people vote.
I bet my life.
And then Larry Bird. It's not people
Young
didn't really
people
see.
know-
Yeah.
a lot-
based on
a
this,
lot
I
of
can
them
tell
know-
us our
a lot
age.
of them don't even know about Scottie
People
Pippen.
under 35 is
Yeah, a
most
lot
of
of people
people
don't
doing
even know
our
about Scottie Pippen. But
So-
when you look at it, it wasn't no Michael Jordan without Scottie Pippen.
All right, so who we got is number 4? Our 4th position, our power forward.
Okay, at the 4,
Yeah,
we got
KG.
your pick,
KG.
best power forward. We got Dirk Nowitzki, NBA champion MVP. We got KG, NBA champion MVP. We got Charles Barkley, MVP. We got Tim Duncan,
Tim
Champion
Champion
and
and
MVP. And Finals MVP.
right? Karl Malone, MVP.
MVP.
So this was nice.
Mr.
though.
Fundamental.
This is another nice one.
Mr. Fundamental.
You go with
Tim
Tim
Duncan.
Duncan.
I ain't going with Tim Duncan
You
as
remember
well.
Tim Duncan? Actually, I remember Karl Malone.
He was my number 2, but I had
Because-
to go with Tim Duncan.
When I started to watch basketball, I was shocked to see. I was shocked to see a big guy running the floor, pulling up by the jumper. You understand? That pick and roll. So it's like I could appreciate a Karl Malone. You understand? Tim Duncan he came in that backboard shorty. You couldn't.
He specialized about.
Let's see it.
He won that. He won that.
So again,
All right.
number 1 with 62% also, we got Tim Duncan. At 62%.
That's number one.
Number one.
Yeah, now you know y'all smart. Now y'all picking the right type of thing.
Number two, we got KG with 20%.
I don't know. I can't agree that KG better than Karl Malone, but I can see why people pick him.
Yeah. You know. And then we got Karl Malone.
Better? Karl
Malone with 15% was third.
I think all them third places was Gerard votes. All them was Gerard votes. Dang it, Barkley, no votes, bro. Barkley don't rank with them people, bro. He don't rank with I think Barkley better than KG.
No.
He don't rank with Tim Duncan.
Why give Barkley some credit? Barkley was a 6'5" power forward, bro.
Yeah.
Barkley power forward was 6'10".
He was nice.
So he's like, he was
he
banging,
was
bro.
He make it there because
He was nice.
he size and he
Yeah, he was fast with it.
Come on, bro.
Karl Malone just
I
automatic.
can't say
Tim Duncan was automatic.
Kevin Garnett was better than Karl Malone.
That sounds like a topic.
Karl Malone.
I think
Hey,
a
point guard needed the show to bring out Karl Malone.
Now you
can
saying
never-
that Karl Malone saying that because
You
that's
can
all.
never Tim Duncan. Hey,
We saying that because that's all we see.
Between
But
Karl
we see
Malone
Karl
and
Malone,
KG. Between Karl Malone and KG, you didn't put that ball there.
But that's like saying we wouldn't say Scottie Pippen or Michael Jordan.
Right, so we wouldn't know.
It's like, right,
No,
you
but
understand?
listen, not even that. They asked, what's your Scottie Pippen still going to do weekend without Jordan?
But did he win without a Jordan?
No, he never.
That's like trying to
But
say.
he
watch
make
out.
it to the finals and the
He make
conference
it-
finals.
Conference finals.
No, he make it to the finals as
You know,
well.
look what
What finals he went to without Jordan?
They didn't lose. No, the conference finals.
Every good Blazers and thing.
Remember, at the time he didn't fed up.
I
He
was old.
He wasn't
But I'm
even
saying,
trying
you
because he
can't
was
say,
not
like, a point guard complimenting Karl Malone made him what he is.
Mm.
He was the first big man to hit mid-range jumper,
Right.
run that
Yeah,
floor.
you give him that. You
So
give him that.
Karl Malone was a monster for the size, bro.
I like
You
him.
know why you give Kevin Garnett? He come from, listen to me, he come from a team where he was the franchise, you know.
Yeah,
Okay, and gone to a team where he still send, but he still make him mark on, whereas you never think he was a franchise player that go to.
I think he was the last of the
I
era.
would go
last
him.
rated.
I would go.
Yeah.
I go Tim Duncan, then KG.
But I think we all agree Tim Duncan. So I don't know.
Yeah, no doubt.
I didn't Karl Malone. I didn't put him.
What the Sanders is? Because I feel like I put Shaq. But who the Sanders is?
Now this was the first.
Yao Ming.
This was the only blowout.
Yao Ming.
Let me look again.
Derrick
Yeah, this was the
Rose,
only blowout. Wow.
The biggest blow, you mean?
The biggest blowout.
Yeah.
We call it red.
This was the biggest blowout. All right, we had Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, Bill Russell, and Will Chamberlain.
That's so hard. I don't know how this is the biggest.
Now,
blow. I don't know how this is the biggest.
Now
blow.
what I know what everyone go with. Everyone go with Bill Russell because he got what
No, but I don't. Nobody going to Bill Russell.
Yeah, baby, Bill Russell has some
He got some
votes.
votes.
He got some votes.
Wow.
Bill Chamberlain on the vote,
Who went?
which I expect because nobody saw Bill Chamberlain
Yeah.
play.
That's why
Yeah.
We just know him for the records.
But
Right,
yeah,
right.
that's start, right?
But okay, we have a tie for second with 15 points, 15%. Sorry, we have Hakeem Olajuwon and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Now with 72%, we have Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, and now like anybody, anyway under the age
You know
of
what
50
Shaq?
saw Shaq.
You know what you want to do?
Hmm?
Yeah, it was.
the game.
That was the
He
most
did
exciting
He
thing
changed
for us.
the game. He
Yeah,
was so big, but
he was big and
He do
fast.
that spin, he do that spin. He pushing for the so far. They
But
start
he
going
Throwing
like that.
everybody on you.
Olajuwon's that dude.
No, I doesn't say it's
Yeah.
hard. To me, if you say who's the better player for real,
I go to
Olajuwon's a better
Yeah,
player.
Lord, yeah,
But
yeah.
no one could have stopped Shaq though.
No one can
Yeah.
stop it. No one
So
can
like
stop it.
skill is skill. You can't beat that force.
Skill vibe.
Skill of force.
Skill of force. That's all it was.
Skill of force.
Anyway, guys, we're getting close to that curfew time, so we got to shut this one down. We thank you guys for being here. Next week is going to be a big, exciting week. We're going to have Trevor. We're going to try to get Trevor in. We're going to have a couple of drinks. We're going to have things. But we're going to be out here.
You get wings?
Maybe some wine.
You got some wine?
We got some food. We get some food,
Some
too.
shrimp?
We're going to have a good time.
Shrimp and
We're going to have
wings?
to start earlier. We're going to have to start earlier.
Shrimp and wings?
No, I'm sorry. We got to grill it up. I'm sorry, no, we can stop at 5 o'clock. Sorry, we can stop. Sorry, no, we got to take some days off from work. No. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for being here.
Shout out Shamar.
Shout out Shamar. Shout out everybody in the comment section. Shout out Coach. Black Swan, right? Just THABLACKSWAAN. Guys, we got one more week, so we can't wait to see you till next week. But until then,
hold on, we ain't got one more week. We got 1 week of the season. But playoffs,
we're
still gonna be here.
gonna be doing different
I don't
things.
want y'all to be confused.
Yeah. When we get to the playoffs, we're gonna be doing some different things, some live game watches. We might have some. We gonna have some COVID-friendly parties. We gonna figure out some things.
I don't want y'all to think we just having it.
Yeah. We're going to do some giveaways, too. So, hey, we may have some shirts out there in the next couple of weeks. So, if you want a shirt, hit us up. Let us know. We're going to let you know. I don't put no price out there, so you hold me to it. Or if you need a shirt, hit us up. But until next time, guys, we out.
Be easy.
Be easy.